Guys, happy Tube Tuesday. It's me, Moon Pies, brought to you by netstories.com. I'm here to talk about cards, and not playing cards, or credit cards, or Cards Against Humanity, or even Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm talking about YouTube cards. Now, YouTube introduced YouTube cards yesterday, and it's a pretty neat feature. It's going to eventually replace annotations, but not just yet. But let's go over it to see what it can do to help you. Now, for starters, an important caveat is that it's available right now basically for either partner accounts or accounts that have to be in good standing. So if you're a partner, or if you have copyright strikes or community guideline strikes, so if you have like a video of bare naked ladies, and I'm talking either the music, which would get you a copyright strike, or the images, which would get you a community guideline strike, and you have a little red circle, you can check your when you check your channel, tell you how you're standing. If it's not all green, you're not go for launch on this. Wait for the strikes to carry out, and be better about it, or create a different channel that will start off with green shoots, I guess. It's basically pretty cool. What it is you can actually put in, instead of the old annotations which were chunky and blocky and really kind of awkward, you get a nice little overlay button that'll actually be like a little eye icon, like a letter I with a little circle around it, that can be clicked on at any time. And this can be used on mobile devices, which is very important these days, which was actually a problem with annotations. This is actually how it rendered beyond the PC. It can be used on any kind of a device, whether it's PC or mobile device, so it's smartphone, tablets, everything. And what's neat about it is that you can actually use to promote stuff that's off YouTube's site. A lot easier than the old way, which you'd include the link on the bottom and hope someone saw it and stuff like that. Now, right now, there's 6 types of cards. The first is fundraising. So if you have any kind of, let's say you're working on a Kickstarter campaign, or Indiegogo, GoFundMe, I think is one of them, causes.org if there's a charity you're trying to support. If you have something like that, you can actually use that link for your video. So if your video is related to that, or even if it's not related to it, but you think you can promote it that way, you can use that card. Another one is merchandising. Now, right away when I saw merchandising, my eyes started lighting up, because I'm saying, wow, you can just do product reviews of stuff on Amazon and link to the affiliate links and get that 415% from the Amazon Associates program. But no, the links have to go directly to only a certain number of sites. So it's like Etsy, so if you design stuff, so it actually has to be like your own link on some of these sites. And some of these other sites, if you're a musician, it's pretty cool, because you can click to either Google Play if you have apps, or you have music, or iTunes as well. So you have to check the sites. There's only a few approved sites that are used for the merchandising, and I imagine that list is going to grow over time. So you can use it for fundraising, you can use it for merchandising. You could also use it most people use annotations the old way, to highlight your video. So you can actually have a little card set up for a video, or a playlist. You can have a whole playlist. Now, the neat thing about cards is that, unlike the old way where someone would click on it and they'd leave your video or be playing in the background and open a new window and it'd be all bad, cards is pretty cool, because it actually, when someone clicks on that link, and it originally tells you what it is, and then just becomes that eye with a little circle on it. Once you click on that, it opens up on the right side of the screen a little card window showing the ways that they can go, and check out the more information. So it doesn't necessarily disrupt your video play, but it gives them a place to go, and it looks cool on all devices, which is very important. And I covered 4 of them. What else was left? Oh, of course, yes, the associated website. So if your website has an associated website, and by this we're not talking about your Facebook page, or even like a blogger.com page or something like that. It has to be a website that you've actually associated with your account, with your YouTube account, and you can do that all through your creator profile, your settings. You can set that up that way. If you click on the cards and click on associated website, it'll actually walk you through the process if you have an associated website. But you actually have to own that domain. So it actually has to be a website you own, because then you have to actually upload an HTML code to that site for them to verify that you actually own that site. You can actually put that there, which is a neat way if you actually do have your own website and your channel is promoting your website. So if you have like a cooking channel or anything like that, and you're promoting your stuff through an actual channel, you can keep sending people to your links that way. And you can just populate it, and all your videos, you can put that link in all your videos, so people just click on that eye and then pop up cards, and they go right to your video. Instead of having them come down, scroll down, and maybe you put the link down there, maybe you didn't, find you another way. It's going to lead to a lot of traffic to your website. So if you own a website, it's a great time to have a YouTube channel. And of course, the 6th and final card that's for right now, and of course that will change, is because they should add more cards as time goes on, is fan funding. Which is something that a few years ago I had a video on how YouTube should create a tip jar, and how you can go around it. At the time, actually created like a PayPal section of it. Well, YouTube, finally listens. Not to me, obviously, because I don't think I was the only one who had that thought. It's not my I don't have territorial pissings over anything like that, but they finally did incorporate a tip jar late last year. And again, if your page is in good standing, you can actually go ahead and link a page to a Google Wallet. You'll create a Google Wallet account, and boom, you can actually have money come in your way that way. So these are the 6 things that you can do with cards, and it's pretty simple to get there. Just like go to Creator Studio, go to your video manager, and just as you would like edit your own video, you'll find it right there. You'll see an annotation, just like the old info settings, annotations, monetization. There's a tab now in the regular way to edit an actual video. It says cards right up there, and you click on that, and it'll walk you right through it. Just like annotations, you'd actually find the spot in your video you want to start putting that card in, and boom, there it goes. And the neat thing about cards, unlike annotations, is that you sort of would have the annotation there, and it would sort of be like a sore spot throughout the whole video. This time it just shows up, it just says a little bit. If you linked it to an earlier video of yours, it would have the link to the video. It would say the name of the video, and then it would just shrink back to that little eye. So it's very, very in the background, unless someone's looking for it, and then they could press it on there. It's definitely an improvement to what YouTube's doing with annotations. I'm not exactly happy. I like the way that you can actually customize the text of the original annotations. You can put a little more local color in there, and you can actually mix things up with color and stuff like that. But then again, that also made YouTube look a little bit like MySpace instead of Facebook, with just like garish explorations of colors, explosions of colors. So it's a good move by YouTube. You should definitely check it out if you're able to create cards on your channel. And in the meantime, it's good to be back. I am Moon Pies from Tube Tuesday. Yeah, Tube Tuesday. It sounds like a band, really, but it isn't. And I'll see you next week. Bye.